got her down! You won't believe what I just found! Cliff, get over here! I think I can see a whole pile of them! Look at those beauties.
In the last 40 years, nearly 90% of skipping rocks have been removed from beaches due to increasing demand and population increases. It is projected that by 2030, there will be no more skipping rocks found on beaches. Skipping rocks globally are on the decline, but what this local community is doing about it is very inventive.
Hello, my name is Michael Bear, and I reclaim skipping rocks from the bottom of the ocean. I've been doing this for 5 years now, ever since I found it really difficult to find skipping rocks on my favorite beach. It was getting crazy. I'd go down to the beach and I'd spend 45 minutes looking for rocks and I wouldn't even find one. It was making my experiences on the beach really unenjoyable, so I kind of just took a break from the beaches for about a year. I didn't even go swimming. It just was so disappointing not being able to go there to find skipping rocks, because, you know, I've been skipping rocks ever since I could pick a rock up, you know? We're talking like 6 months. I started thinking about different ways I could skip rocks at the beach again, whether it was going and making them out of clay and bringing them to the beach, or, you know, going digging for them somewhere. But all those just didn't really seem like they were really realistic. Then I remembered I have a friend who's a professional amateur diver, and I thought, like, what if he could just go down and dive to the bottom of the ocean and pick up all the skipping rocks, because they must just be sitting on the bottom of the ocean. Skipping rocks are a one-use item, but what if they could be reclaimed and reused? So I talked with my friend about it, and he was a bit skeptical at first. He kind of thought it was a bit of a strange thing to do.
Hi, my name is Clifford Valentine, and I'm a professional amateur diver. Used to be a gold prospector, diving for a company up in Alaska, and I found that to be just kind of too easy as a day job. I didn't believe him at first that there was no skipping rocks on the beach whatsoever. So he took me down there and we had a walk around, and he was right. Not a single skipping rock to be found. So I decided I'd join him on his mission. So our first day out diving was a huge success. I could not believe the amount of skipping rocks on the bottom of the sea floor. We must have pulled up at least, I don't know, 10 tons of rocks that day. I couldn't believe it.
He kept on bringing up piles and piles of skipping rocks. It was amazing. It was like Christmas morning.
And since that day, I was hooked. No more gold prospecting for me. Straight into the skipping rock industry.
We don't usually get that much anymore. We only get like a few hundred pounds because we visit each beach quite regularly. At first we were just doing it for fun, but then we applied for a government grant under their beach tourism initiative, and we were accepted, and that was 2 years ago.
The government grant was great. We were able to buy a boat, picked up this guy here for 10 grand, which was a great deal, which really allowed us to access the deeper waters to pick up the rocks thrown by professionals. With Michael and I working together, we were able to restock a beach in 15 minutes, which is about how long I can hold my breath for underwater. I could collect up to 300 rocks at a time.
We have 15 beaches on a rotor that we regularly restock, but in the summer that bumps up to 25 beaches. So we're quite busy.
To this side of the beach here is where we're going to concentrate our efforts today, because where we're standing here, the rocks are just much too large to skip. And as you can see here, they're more of a 3 to 4 inch size, which is much more desirable for skipping. Now we're going to go hop in the boat and find our first dive site. We thought about adding GPS trackers to the rocks, but that's just not in our budget. Here we go! All right. No longer than a minute underwater. I think we got ourselves about 10 kilos right there. Pretty good haul for today. Get a load of this one. Oh, look at that. It's just perfect the way it hooks in there. I don't know about this guy. He's a little too small. We're gonna throw him back. This one here too. Kind of an odd shape, don't think it's gonna skip well. We'll throw that one back too. Yeah, the rest of these look pretty good. I think we'll take these ones back. This is what I love most about this job. Welcome to my office. There's definitely skipping rocks below us.
After collecting skipping rocks for such a long time, you kind of get to know some of the rocks. This one here is probably one of my favorites. It has like this great ergonomic grip. Such a great rock to throw, but unfortunately now it has a little bit of a chip to it, so you know, it's not as good anymore. But you know, this is just a quality rock and have enjoyed picking it off the bottom of the ocean every single time. These more jagged rocks were found closer to shore because they are thrown by less experienced rock skippers. More experienced professional rock skippers tend to use more smooth rocks because they just get better results. So these kind of skipping rocks aren't worth it. They're kind of like a wasted throw. Remember that perfect skipping rock you found last summer? Yeah, I put that there. Once we've collected a bunch of rocks, we then just disperse them across the beach for people to find.
We like to place the rocks in different places. We don't want it to be too easy for people to find these rocks.
I have to make sure I put the rock in the perfect spot, otherwise I can't sleep well at night. Our work has seen a steady 15% increase in tourism on beaches, so they're quite happy. There is now plenty of rocks, so the locals are happy too. They were starting to get worried when they'd see tourists coming to the beaches and skipping rocks, fearing that they would just use them all up.
I was getting really worried with all these tourists coming by and skipping rocks. If each of them took a rock, there'd be none left. I'm really glad about all this great work that these people are doing, you know, restocking all our skipping rocks. We were running really low. There just weren't that many left. They're doing a great job.
I just want to spread the word to anyone who's disappointed by the lack of skipping rocks on their beach that reclaiming skipping rocks is a perfectly good option.
If you're a professional diver, you should really consider reclaiming skipping rocks.